Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, you thought you lost us. You thought we were dead. Well, we're not. Mostly because we had to take a month off due to a certain vacation of mine. I'm not even going to pretend it is. It's EHRPG. It's episode fall finale. Let's call it that.
You wanted to wait for me, huh? 1, 2, 3.
No,
4,
I
5,
actually
6.
did not know what episode it was, so we're just going to call it the fall finale.
It's the 7th episode.
It's the 7th episode, and it's the fall finale, meaning we get to whine and bitch about what pissed us off, and we get to praise about what made us happy. Surprisingly, there's actually stuff that made us happy this godforsaken year.
Yeah.
All right, Chewy, explain what we're doing today as I take a sip of water.
Well, we're going to be skipping recap since basically what we're going to be doing is pretty much a gigantic recap in a sense of all the shows that, as you said before, disappointed us or made us say ooh and ah and clap our hands and say yes, please, another one.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I don't know, just say yes, that's very good. So, we're gonna, of course, we're gonna talk more about the stuff that, of course, we hated and the ones we liked, but there are definitely gonna be shows out there that we haven't touched that have into this fall that then we're just gonna leave it as a meh. If we're not talking about it, we're just gonna say meh. If it's not worth mentioning, basically, if it's not,
because he watched like 6 shows.
Well, that and basically, I'm saying here, if we didn't mention it, we either didn't watch it or we I don't know, we just didn't think it was that great to be mentioned, or that bad or that good to be mentioned. Either to be good or bad, sorry, to be mentioned.
All right, well, you're the one saying we need to rush.
All right, well, we're also apparently gonna record a second episode after this.
Just fucking start.
Let's start off. Let's start off with a high. Marcel, I am going to praise right now Haikyuu to the top 2nd season.
Of course you are.
I went back and I watched so much of it, and I also originally read the manga back in the day, so I was excited to see that, hey, they did basically another season after the Shiratori Zawa season, which was basically the match in one season.
Yeah, they did another one-match season, and it was great. Honestly, it was. I have no complaints with it. My only real complaint about the season in general is I really did not like the timing of the Nekoma crap.
The timing?
It was just when the match this season was a slow burn that slowly built up and up and up, and then when it was finally hitting the peak, when it was finally hitting the start of the peak, oh, let's take 2 episodes to go watch a match between Nekoma.
Was that Nekoma? That was Nekoma no Hibi or whatever it is, right? Or is it no Fukuro Dani, right?
No, it was the Nekoma match that they took a little bit over. Like, I'll just pull up the whole season, right?
Was that the Nekoma and Karasuno match?
You said you watched this season.
I watched up to a certain point, and then I was like, eh.
Oh my God.
I saw it, and I was like, I'm happy.
Yeah, pretty much throughout it was building up, then all of a sudden, episodes 17 and 18 were just like, oh, let's go watch the Nekoma match.
Oh, you mean like... Oh, I see. Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
I understand now. It was basically after the Interzak.
Well, no, 18 and 19, yeah. It was pretty much after everything was like, okay, we're going to get like episodes of hype, then all of a sudden it's just like...
Yeah, I mean...
And it's not like the Nekoma parts were bad, but it was just so mundane compared to the excitement of like the whole the Karasuno match.
I see. Yeah, no. I mean, that was kind of an odd area to go to right afterwards with all the... It was, but I'm still happy because in the end there was so much character development that was shown.
Oh, I'm still happy. Like I said, Haikyuu to the Top was great, but it wasn't my fall anime of the year simply because of that, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, I understand. Had some weird pacing issues at times too, even before that. But nah, man, when it was high, man. Like if you'd watch Haikyuu from the very beginning, you could tell right from there the character development of like not just only Hinata but like Kageyama as well and Tsukishima, like all the first years. Yeah, that just Haikyuu to the Top second season just made it all more better.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one, go, move fast.
What was another one? Did you want to mention anything like Higurashi or something like that?
Well, I mean, I thought you were literally just going through Mal anime list and naming them off, and if we wouldn't watch it, we're going to say we didn't watch it.
Oh, okay. Jujutsu Kaisen.
I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it yet.
I do plan to watch it. I hear it's pretty good.
I read the manga. I'm going to probably give it a chance afterwards. It's a mappa, so I'm going to try. Of course. Is it okay to pick up girls in a dungeon season 3?
That's the fall show of the year.
That's I can't agree anymore, honestly, because I've watched that the entire time, and that was honestly quite amazing.
I don't get how they just. It's so weird to watch that show in season 1 and 2, and see how the stories are so limited on people, and then season 3, it's just like, yeah, let's just make the whole story about the entire freaking town, pretty much.
Okay, this is just a hypothetical question. And spoilers, blah, 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 spoilers right here. Okay, the very ending, the very last episode with that fight with Asterios and Belle, do you think it would have changed your mind completely to make that fall this show, the show of the season, would it have been a different result if a Belle had won against Asterios, do you think?
Yes.
Do you think that would have been a negative at that point?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, because you look at how the whole show, because it would have been impossible to do anything after, because Asterios is literally what pushes Belle forward in the future arcs.
No, I mean, like, well, yeah, I remember that part in the manga, but I was just going to say, and just
like,
writing
really,
in general.
if Belle beats Asterios there, the series is pretty much over.
Because he's too powerful at that point, right? Because Asterios just
it's
like...
less about powerful. It's more about there's nothing left for him. There's nothing left for him to grow. He's always going to be stuck behind Aiza's shadow.
Oh, okay,
but
I see.
Now he's lost to Asterios, and what they didn't really point out in the anime, that they do point out in the light novels, that for the first time when Aiza is walking away from him, he's not looking behind Aiza. He's not looking at her back. And that's symbolism for the fact that Belle always sees Aiza as just like
powerful,
absolute god of a war. And now he's like, no, I can be there too.
Yeah, that's actually, yeah, no, I remember now that scene on the battlements. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and pretty much the reason I was so impressed with Danmachi this season is just because it found a way to make the story very similar in terms of like scale, but then just include everyone. Like the whole entire town was part of the story. When most Danmachi stories have been very, very limited.
And very, very focused on like particular
2 or 3
characters.
people.
And then like a villainous you'd only see for that.
Let's use the first arc. Let's use the first arc of season 2. The first arc of season 2 was pretty much Haruhime, Makoto, Belle, and the Ishtar Familia. That's it.
Yeah, you don't see Ishtar after that.
That's because she got punted to the sky.
That's true. But
I'm also impressed of how well Danmachi uses Freya. Like, Freya's always there. She's always lurking.
Just waiting for her time to strike.
Yeah. All right, move on. Next. Go.
Tonikaku kawaii.
In English, please?
Over the moon for you?
Oh, yeah, that. I don't get it. I don't understand, Chewie.
I thought you really liked this one. I didn't watch
I
it.
adore it, but when you really look into it, it literally takes two tropes and just combines them at once, and it's fucking hilarious.
Two tropes, like for characters, or just
we're dating for the first time, and we're awkward, and we're a young married couple. Like those, we've seen those how many times now, right?
A fair bit, yeah.
Yeah. And yet it's just like, let's just combine them both, and it's absolutely amazing.
Okay. Would you keep... So, if there wasn't for, Is It Okay to Pick Up a Girl... Is It Okay to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon Season 3, would you say Tony Kaku Kawaii would be runner-up? Or not runner-up, but number one for this season?
That or Golden Kamuy Season 3.
Okay. I didn't watch Season 3 of Golden Kamuy. I think I only watched, like, the first episode of that one. But, okay. Alright. Next one, Mahoka Koko no Retose Rai Hai Hosha-sen, or basically a regular high school of magic.
If it wasn't for a certain other show, this would have been the worst show I've ever seen.
The regular at my Magic High School visitor arc. Just typical Mahoka stuff.
Season 2 is such a fucking catastrophe. It isn't even funny. I don't get how people can enjoy this show. Like, I'm watching it and I want to rip my eyes out.
It's like it's basically people want a power complex. It's just come in here.
Here's the thing: it doesn't even do that well.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't, because I'll give you two shows that do overpowered characters right: Bofuri and The Misfits of Demon Academy.
I kind of liked how the slime did it too.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the slime right now.
No, but I'm talking about overpowered characters.
Include the slime because it falls into what I'm about to absolutely rip Mahoka a new asshole about.
Mm.
Look at those three shows I just mentioned: Bofuri, Misfits of Demon Academy, Slime. They have ridiculously overpowered main protagonists. Maple is a walking god in Bofuri.
Mm-hmm.
From becoming a giant kaiju to a mecha. Like, she is a literal god. And then we got you're so funny. And then we got the Misfits of Demon Academy's protagonist, who again is pretty much a god. Like, he can literally kill people just by blinking at them, right?
Yeah.
And then we got, of course, Slime, who again is probably the most powerful person there, right?
Mm.
But you want to know what those shows do that Mahoka doesn't do?
They let other characters have the spotlight.
Exactly. Like, every other character in that show is useful to some extent.
They also develop.
Yes.
There's no development in there's literally nothing. It's just static. It's just Tatsuya just goes off and everyone's still the same. It's like time is frozen.
I'll go to Bofuri. Yeah, Maple's a literal walking nuclear missile. But Sally, Kanade, Kasumi, Yui, Mei, Kuromo, all can hold their own. And here's the thing, too. Everybody who fights Maple doesn't just, if they're actually meaning something in the story, right?
Mm.
Doesn't just get their ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like, when Maple fought me, that was a great fight where it actually took effort on Maple's part to beat her.
Mm.
And then we look at fucking Misfits of Demon Academy. Yeah, Anos is a literal god, but it isn't like Misha, Sasha, or any one of the people who follow Anos don't do anything, right?
Yeah, they have their own
for fuck's sakes, the cheerleading squad of Anos is given more time and effort than any character in Mahoka.
Yeah.
And again, we got similar things in Slime where, hell, some of the Slime characters themselves.
No, they're incredible. Yeah, they're well done. They're given lots of moments to shine, honestly, and I like it because there's other things that the Slime's trying to do Not just
And
fighting.
that is really where Mahoka just fucking fails.
Yeah.
Because think about this. Sasuga Mayumi, the high school student council president, right?
Mm-hmm.
A member of one of the 10 master clans, nicknamed the Elfin Sniper, is literally Tatsuya's side bitch. Like, what does she do other than just want Tatsuya to flirt with her? Can you really remember anything?
She talks about stuff.
Yeah.
At the council, that's it.
What about Mari Watame, another one of the council people? Does she really do anything? No.
I didn't see anything of that.
What about Erica, who is like this, honestly, the best character in the entire show, but it's only because I don't want to rake my eyes out when she's on the screen.
Yeah, she's
like we see Erica fight, we see the characters fight, but they don't tend to win till Tatsuya shows up. And it's just like, so once again, we're going the same thing where every character is useless until Tatsuya shows up. Great.
I mean, there's moments where the characters can do like minion fights, but the meaningful fights almost, it's just like, oh, okay, well, yeah, kind of feels like time has stopped for everyone at that point.
And then we get to the worst part about Mahoka. They don't know how to write villains at all.
Yeah.
It's actually insane.
Maybe you should take some time in that.
Like, let's just think about how many times a villain has just been castrated by losing to Tatsuya in 10 seconds, right? The first arc where Tatsuya literally breaks open the rules and then freezes the guy.
Yes.
Then there's the high school tournament arc, the one that I mentioned, where the whole time it's like, oh, Tatsuya's and this guy are so powerful. Then this guy does a forbidden move that would have killed everyone until Tatsuya says it. It's like, oh, my eardrum burst.
Yeah, he's from like the whatever third family.
Yeah, but the worst has to be Angelina. Like an actual good character. Like, that's the thing. She's a great character with good motives, fantastic design. But because she's literally meant to be the antagonist of the season, and when she fights Tatsuya, she gets absolutely destroyed every time. And the part that gets me is that they build Angelina as one of the most powerful people in the world.
Yeah, that's like,
she's one of the best magicians in America, right?
Yeah,
and she gets her ass kicked.
Absolutely kicked. Just like not even a chance for comeback, honestly.
And she even loses to Miyuki.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Tatsuya's just like, I can save you. I can allow you to be a normal girl. And I'm like, great, another character that's just Tatsuya's side bitch. Like, it's so agonizing. Add on the fact the stories aren't even interesting. Like, the main story this whole season was that there was a parasite jumping around and it was taking over Angelina's old crew, and they were sent to stop them, and it's just, okay.
Honestly, when they start, like, explaining magic, I just kind of close my eyes and say, what am I trying to figure out here? What am I learning? What am I learning from this absolute dog shit? But yeah, I'm surprised, honestly, 8-Bit picked this up. They did Tokyo Ravens, they did
it was animated nicely. There's no denying it.
Yes, but I still can't believe 8-Bit picked this up, man. Knights of Magic, Tokyo Ravens, Infinite Stratos, even though that was kind of still crap too in its own way, but still it's Infinite Stratos. And freaking the time I was reincarnated as a slime. Come on. This is just garbage.
Yeah, no, there's no denying it. All right, let's move on to another one before my blood vessel pops.
Majo no Tabi Tabi, or
It's
otherwise
a pretty
known
good
as
show that really does not much of anything.
Wandering
It's good
Witch,
comfort food.
The Journey of Elena.
Yeah, it's good comfort food. I wouldn't say it's anything spectacular.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, so I'm gonna have to rely on you on
It's
this
not
one.
bad. It's similar to Kino's Journey.
Which one's? Oh, was that the one with the girl on the bike and the gun? Okay,
Yeah.
So it's just like a real chill type of thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much she explores the world, and honestly, a lot of the dark elements of the show are incredibly forced.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it tries to be edgy, but
well, I mean, it's like they're just trying to introduce her to different areas. Like one moment, she's at a castle where a king didn't want anybody to lie, so he cast a spell where nobody can actually lie and everybody's miserable. The next moment, she finds a place where there's like 15 different versions of herself.
What the hell?
And like it's stuff like that. It's good. Don't get me wrong, but I think a lot of people overvalued this one.
Oh, so it's just like I see you. It's just like basically, yeah, it's a journey one basically, exploring.
Hence why it's called The Journey of Elena.
Yeah, I see. So it's just exploration. It's almost like a space opera in a sense.
It's not bad. Like I said, it's
not
rather
space
enjoyable.
Opera, but yeah.
All right, next.
Akudama Drive.
I would think this would be absolutely magical if the kid plot didn't exist. I'm serious. I hate the story about the two kids.
I unfortunately have not gotten far enough to even get mentioned to the kids. I was just like, okay.
Pretty much the two kids plot honestly destroys the show for me in some ways. Because here's the thing, it gets too ridiculous for me.
Was it revealed later on like were they the ones talking through the cat? Was that it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's a brother and a sister.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, it gets too ridiculous for me by the end of it.
Oh, Uchida Maya's voiced the cat. She's a good voice actress.
Mm-hmm. But like that, it was too much for me, right?
Okay. Like I don't know what you're talking about but okay.
But then when you compare it to the story of the Akudama and how Kanzai and Kanto, how Kanto pretty much turns anyone, and like the depravity of it, right? That is incredible.
Oh, okay, so we should have focused more really on that and then anything
honestly
else.
They should have just thrown the whole kid plot out the fucking window. I'm serious.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, like that's the thing. The Akudama plot, where like by the end of it, you start to see society start to realize that maybe allowing these people to just label anybody criminals for any given reason isn't a good idea. And watching it blow up in their face is rather entertaining.
Hopefully.
But we also need to realize that, like, what makes Akudama Drive so memorable is the presentation is godlike.
Okay, yeah. And
it is spectacular at times.
The art style of Danganronpa is very nice, and the fact that they did everything much darker and a more
I just wish I cared about the story enough.
Dystopian kind of look. Yeah, I wish that too, honestly.
And one more thing. To all people writing stories, name your fucking characters.
Boy. Wow, there's something downloading in the background for some reason. Give me one moment here. I'm gonna close that.
Maybe it's the games on Steam you should be downloading.
Yeah, it is actually, but it's not the one that you want, so give me 1 second here.
Well, you're supposed to download Secret Neighbor by tomorrow.
I already did, but...
Good boy. Congratulations. You've moved on to the next puzzle.
All right, next one. Higurashi no Naku Koro ni Go, or better
The new
known as
Higurashi
Higurashi
is
when they
very good.
cry. Sorry.
The new Higurashi is very good.
This is the bad ending you said, though, right?
It's weird. I don't know exactly what it is. It's similar arcs, but they're pretty much taking you through different routes in it. So you know how visual novels work, right?
Yeah, depending
So
on,
it's
like...
not. It's obviously not a bad ending, but like it's taking you through different routes in it, so you can hit them, or they're just writing their own. I don't know. All I know is it's the same stories told differently at this point.
Okay. So it's an adaptation of basically the old story.
Yeah, and it's pretty damn good. Like, I genuinely enjoy it. I think the way they've adapted the stories still breaks my heart. Like, the ending to the last arc last week was just, oh, sweet Jesus.
Okay.
Like, I will give Higurashi credit. The way it allows characters to fill both roles depending on the story is absolutely insane to me. So, like, one moment, Oishi the detective could be this lovable protagonist who's just there to help. The next moment, he's this cold detective who ends up shooting 4 characters because that's how we wanted to end the last arc.
Fuck. Yeah. Visual novels just fuck me up, man. The ones like these ones, at least, that just fuck me up. I can't get into it. That's why I could not get into any of the whatever it's called, Ryu, whatever 14 guy who writes this stuff. I can't get into any of that.
Yeah, well, that's because you're not a degenerate like me.
I guess.
Next.
This one. Kami-sama ni natahi, the day I became a god.
Jun Maeda is a fucking fraud.
Okay. Jun Maeda, by the way, wrote Clannad and I think Angel Beats? Was it?
Jun Maeda... let me just pull up exactly what he's done.
Yep, he's done Angel Beats, yeah.
Jun Maeda is one of the main people behind Key, right? So the Key visual novels.
Yes.
So he's helped write stuff like Air, Clannad, Gunslinger Girl, Little Busters, Angel Beats, Charlotte, Rewrite. Yep. But pretty much...
Tamayomi.
Ever since the end of Little Busters, you started to notice that Jun Maeda has slowly started to lose his touch. Because he did the script for Charlotte. He didn't do the script for Rewrite. He did music, apparently. Who wrote Rewrite? Let me
Rewrite. Rewrite.
Let me pull up who wrote it.
Thought I had it here. Oh, here we go. I found it. Rewrite was written by Aoshima Takashi and Takahashi Tatsuya, script-wise.
All right, well, so it wasn't June. But anyway.
No, it says June only did music for this one, I think.
Yeah, he did music. But, like, pretty much after, like, Little Busters, which is where he had a lot of help on, right? He was, like, probably... He did music, but pretty much after Little Busters with the key animes, right? You start to see things start to go down a bit. Charlotte was good, but it wasn't like God tier. Rewrite was a dumpster fire that somehow got a second season. I remember watching Rewrite, and they introduced his power, the ability to rewrite things, at episode 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's kind of... Okay.
But then we get to Kami-sama. This is one of the worst shows I have ever seen in my life. I'm not kidding.
The entire plot is basically somebody's become God, right?
It's less to do about the plot. The plot is Yota runs into this girl named Hina who says she's a god of omniscience, and she tells him that in 30 days the world will end, right?
Okay.
But then Hina starts showing off that she can predict a lot of things, right?
All right.
And the whole idea, the whole beginning of the plot is like, okay, well, the world's ending, and eventually Hina's gonna obviously get Yota to help, right? And you fast forward, and they're doing episodes and episodes and episodes of nothing.
Okay.
Like, that's the thing. They are doing nothing in the episodes of any meaning. One episode, Hina's trying to help Yuta get with this girl. The next episode, they're trying to save a shop. The next episode, they're making a movie, right?
Okay.
The next episode, Yuta's participating in a shogi tournament.
Okay.
Right? So, like, you see how they're doing nothing for, like, 8 to 9 episodes. Then, they introduced this random character who I just figured out his name was Hiroto.
Okay. Suzuki Hiroto?
To pretty much look at Hina, right?
Look after Hina? Okay.
No, find Hina.
Fine Hina. Okay. All right.
Because apparently Hina has a debilitating condition known as Logos syndrome, which pretty much, if she is, she's pretty much just brain dead. Right? Yet Hina's running around perfectly fine.
Okay.
Right? So you want to know why Hina is, like, running around perfectly fine?
Is it because Yota's, like, going crazy?
She had a computer planted in her head.
All right.
I'm not kidding. The main reason that her miraculous recovery was that is because she had a computer chip planted in her head.
Okay.
And the reason Hina was telling everybody that the world would end soon is not that the world was going to end soon, it's that her world was ending soon.
Like, the computer chip is going to fail or something?
No, that people are literally going to take her and remove it.
Oh.
And then the next episodes is literally just crying porn. Where Yuta is so upset that Hina's now this brain-dead fucking useless twat that he can't believe it. And then in the end, Hina remembers and crying and walking towards them. And I just wanted to throw the fucking show out the fucking window.
Wait, what? She what? She remembers and then she what?
Pretty much the climax, the whole thing is that when Yota's being dragged away, Hina starts screaming his name and telling him that she loves him so Yota can take Hina home, and they all finish that stupid fucking movie. And in the end, Yota decides to become a researcher like Hina's grandfather so he can cure her condition.
All right.
Like, you see the stupidity of it. But then it gets worse, because then you realize, oh, wait, the usual Jun Maeda stick doesn't fucking work here. Because think about Jun Maeda shows. So let's use Clannad and Angel Beats as the example, right? So you've watched both, I assume.
Clannad? No.
Oh, you degenerate
I watched up to a certain amount, and then I remember watching the end and something about, like, it being a dream.
It's weird. But anyway, Clannad and Angel Beats both follow a similar path of this show. Pretty much what happens is the beginning is a lighthearted, you don't see much done, and then you start to build up to the end where everything explodes, right?
Okay.
But what Angel Beats and Clannad do so much fucking better than this show is that there's always an idea of what's going to happen, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. It's being projected in a sense.
Yeah. In Clannad, you can get the idea that not only is Nagisa gonna die, but you know for a fact that Ushio's probably gonna suffer from the same thing.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In Angel Beats, you're going to get the idea that both Angel and Otanashi are connected.
All right.
So you can see an idea of them slowly starting to get pushed together. In this show, how in the holy fuck were we supposed to know that A, Hina has a computer chip in her brain, and B, that it's going to come to this stupid ending? And add on to the fact, because of that, everything that happens before where they do actually nothing becomes meaningless, right? And then add on to the fact, oh yeah, we know nothing about every other fucking character.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even give them any depth. It doesn't even give them any love.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
But, like, I found a perfect line that summarizes Yuta as a absolute perfect.
What would that be?
I just need to find it. It's
I think I literally found the best line to describe what you made us try to do, though. That was incredible.
What?
I just read it out. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's the best way to describe Yota. Do you know that one guy who acts like he's the center of the universe? That's Yota. If one of his friends is going through a rough patch, he's not the first one who comforts them. But his friends are always there for him when he needs help, whether it's studying, working on a project, or advice. The few times he emotionally supports a friend, he does it to satisfy his own ends. He only helps Kyoko so she will accept his advances. While his friends are going through life-altering trauma, he just monologues. I thought she loved me, but this proves she probably doesn't. It's like he forgets he is the only one with problems. When one of his friends is suffering and sensitive to loud noises, he yells and screams and tries to shake them. When they're depressed, he'll get upset. Not because he's emotionally drained from supporting them, but because he misses getting attention from them. I want to reach through the screen and bitch slap this fool. Like, just, it's one of the worst shows I have ever seen.
Oh boy.
Like, the same guy called it, this has to be the worst twist I've seen in a big budget anime all year.
Yeah, I'm just...
When he's talking about, like, the whole... Like, one other thing. I assume Maeda also noticed Yota's lack of development and agitating personality because his character arc becomes irrelevant. As the days ticked by a calendar marked at the end of the episode, nothing develops. The dramatic stakes never rise. All we get is a few minor hints at Hina's true identity. In the 8th episode, the entire 3-act structure resets. A new conflict begins revolving around Hina. The whole plot before it becomes irrelevant. The mysterious clues boil over, and there it is, the twist. The one single moment that throws it all out the fucking window.
Yeah.
Like, that, it just... I really cannot say that this guy, like Rebel Panda on my anime list, could not have summed up my opinions better.
Yeah, he's
like, people will tell the day became a god fell apart in the second half, and they're fucking liars. It was shit, and it got shittier.
I'm seeing that one too. Yeah, there's a lot of bad reviews on this one.
Like, it's genuinely depressing.
I don't know how it's a 6.98 in this case. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but in the end, it really just summarized Jun Maeda has lost it.
This has been labeled the worst show of the season. This is not by you. I haven't seen it, so I can't give this award to this show because I haven't seen it.
Don't watch it.
Don't watch it. So yeah, we're gonna give it to this one, right?
It is the worst show of the season.
Give you the do not watch award. Yay!
All right, you want to continue with the rest? There ain't much left.
No, there's a few. I don't know what you're talking about. Monono Nana, or better known as Talentless Nana.
It's really good. It's the best way I could describe Talentless Nana is it's a show that hit its peak quality and then just never went down. Like, you know how some shows have like a windy wave of things that go up and down, right? Mm-hmm. This one was just, it's got good and stayed good.
I thought the first couple chapters, when I read at least Talentless Nana, it was very intriguing. It was very different though, but then at the end of it all, it got more and more. How should I say? I guess it kind of put more of a magnifying glass on itself at that point.
Well, the story's very obvious. It's all about when's Nana going to turn on the people that sent her to kill everyone.
Yeah, but then she starts putting a magnifying glass on herself. Then what she does? No, like that's. I thought that was very interesting too. At times. Noblesse. I didn't watch Noblesse, so
I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because it does not deserve too much time.
Okay.
Noblesse is one of the most disappointing shows I've ever seen. Oh. It is generally disheartening to see the 3 webtoon animes end on such a downer.
Yeah, that's been kind of...
Because Tower of God was great. I think Tower of God was really, really good. But God of a High School is a mess, and Noblesse is so fucking boring.
Yeah, I'm hoping in the future if for whatever reason any other Korean webtoons, manhwa, whatever, get picked up, it's at least decent, because I'm looking forward to a few.
Like, I've never been more bored watching an anime than when I watch Noblesse. It's not. No.
Okay. All right. Next one. Kimi to Boku no Saigo no Senjo, Ariwa Sekai ga Hajimaru.
We just call it Kimi-sen.
Our Last Crusade or the Rise of a New World. Kimi-sen.
You know, Kimi-sen may be a cliche, trope-filled show, but it had a chance to hook me because I'm always a sucker for Romeo and Juliet stories.
Okay, yeah. I read this manga up to a fair bit. It was okay.
It's a light novel, you stupid fuck.
No, it's a manga as well.
Yeah, but it's originally a light novel, so that's the one you cover.
No, that's not the one I cover.
My biggest issue with Kimi-sen all season was that they really never established the stakes of the world.
They didn't, no.
Like, the whole world is built on witches versus science, empire versus sovereignty, right?
Magic, yeah. Magic.
Why are they fighting?
They never did touch that. No, I don't think they did. No.
Is it racial? Is it like they never really established why they are fighting? All they said, it's been a conflict for years, right? It boiled in 100-year war, right?
But yeah, nothing to really touch on it.
And yet, it never felt like it was a 100-year war. It never felt like this hence thing that it should have been. Right?
Yeah, no, that's it kind of was just a bit too light, almost, in a sense, for
like
being somewhat of a
Empire
war.
Doing shady shit, right? But it's never really the worst thing they did is try to kidnap one of the princesses. That's it. Oh my God, 100-year war. That's all we're doing. Like, we don't even see any large scale battles. We don't even hear about, like, what is done by like empire people to sovereignty people.
This is basically like the political side of a war. It's just all on the political side.
But it's not even that political because we don't even get to it. Oh, there's an election coming up.
We don't even get... It's basically the light side of every war, almost. It's like, okay, there's a war going on. Cool. And we're not well on that side. We're just going to watch it all from the perspective of somebody.
And then the whole idea that Iska and Alice can be lovers is just like, oh, they've been flirting the whole time. Oh, they have similar ideals. Okay. Yay.
Yay.
Like, it's bare bones. It does nothing with this world. And it honestly just frustrated me. Like, they had a whole plot set up with, like, their captain of the squad, which, by the way, how the fuck is this girl a captain? Is pretty much turned into a witch, apparently, because she fell into the vortex. And they have to hide her from the Empire because the Empire can find her easily, and it never goes anywhere.
Yeah, I mean... There's just some stories, Marcel, that just should not be made in anime, and I feel like this is probably one of them. But it's not that bad, but it's still pretty. Yeah,
could have
given it to somebody else, though. I feel like.
I don't think that's it. I just think it's not written well.
Yeah, and I'm just saying it probably wouldn't be missed if it wasn't made as an anime.
Next.
What is next? I'm standing on 1 million lives.
I dropped that show after episode 1.
I dropped the manga after like 5 chapters, and I was like, I don't get what's going on. I don't get what's going on. This is absolute asinine, and I don't like it.
Moving on.
Yukoku no Moriarty, or Moriarty the Patriot.
That's on you.
I only watched up to like that episode where they introduced Sherlock, and I was so happy that they introduced Sherlock. So far, it's been so good, though. It's been okay. Adachi to Shimamura. Adachi and Shimamura.
I didn't watch it, but I heard people liked it. It's another one of those lesbian shows.
I haven't watched it. And it looks like it's getting some pretty good readings, so maybe. I'm not really a big romance guy, but yeah, maybe.
Next.
Maojo de Oyasumi, Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle. Me.
Since I've never seen it, right?
Okay.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Look at its MAL rating.
8.04.
How the fuck is this an 8.4?
I don't know. Maybe it's really wholesome.
Yeah, which is why I'm going to be watching it eventually. Like, when I saw this was getting, like, super rave reviews, I'm like, Jesus Christ, really?
I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it feels like something that shouldn't be that high, but it's just like, oh, maybe there's something there. All right, next.
Kamitachi no ni hirowareta otoko, or...
That's you.
By the grace of the gods. Okay, so...
Is this like the only show you watched?
No.
Full?
No. This is alright. It's very... I don't know. Kind of like... So it's just very light kind of thing. It's basically a light isekai. I'm just gonna say it at that. It was alright. It's nothing special compared to all the other some isekais like Slime and Rise of the Shield Hero, of course. But it's just it's like a kind of feel goodish.
You said good things about Rise of the Shield Hero, Chewie. You're a monster, according to people.
Well, I'm just saying it doesn't strike out, and it doesn't stick out in a sense. It's just very light, nice read basically, and a feel.
All right, moving on.
Next one, Hanyo no Yashahime, or Yashahime Princess Half Demon. Oh, Sengoku Oto.
It is everything I wanted and then some.
Yeah, I've
It's rather good. It's an easy watch. It doesn't rely heavily on nostalgia,
no, it
and
doesn't.
it's just fun.
You can walk into this new, honestly,
Yeah.
because they introduce everyone again.
Also, I love that Miroku and Songo finally showed up. Songo's like all-time best girl. Jesus Christ.
Put a ring on her already.
Well, that's what Miroku did, and then they fucked. Moving on.
And then the voice actor died. Next one, Golden Kamuy 3rd season.
I think Golden Kamuy is one of the most underrated series out there because it's always been good. And yet everybody now is raving about this season, even though I'm like, well, Golden Kamuy's been pretty good for a long time, right?
Let me take you into...
Like season 1, solid show. Season 2 pushes up a little better. And then season 3 was just peak Golden Kamuy.
Peak Golden Kamuy.
Like, the storytelling was great, the action was fun, and the comedy was glorious.
Yeah, I watched some of the comedy bits. That was interesting. I'm just gonna say it's very
Oh yeah, the comedy is wild.
Yeah, a lot more mature. Because this whole season this whole thing is mature, but I'm just saying, yeah, that's definitely some interesting stuff in there. Just like
and the way it ends is pretty good too. And like at this point, there's going to be a 4th season.
Oh yeah,
like there's no way they go 3 seasons and then all of a sudden just go.
I don't think they're done with the manga yet, so they definitely.
Well, it's weird because you know what? After season 1, I'm like, oh shit, this is getting a 2nd season in the fall. Oh, that's cool. Then season 2, and then season 3, it's like, oh shit, it actually got a 3rd season. Like, it's nothing spectacular, right? But it's just good.
Yeah, it's very. Just an overall good show.
Yeah. All right,
give it a chance. Give it a chance. Okay. I don't know if I didn't watch this one. Ikebukuro Westgate Park.
Moving on.
Okay. Did you even hear anything about this? I didn't even hear anything about this.
No,
honestly.
I didn't either.
Yeah, well, just thinking of watching it, but Kuma Bear, or Bear's a Bear, or Kuma.
Solid, comfy show. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, pretty much Kamitachi, just more to everything else with bears.
It's better than Kamitachi.
Yeah, because it's got a lowly girl.
No, because it's got bears. Moving on.
Marcel's a bear. Iwe Kakeru sport climbing.
That's that
girls.
rock climbing one, right?
Hang on, climbing girls. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Isn't this basically just softcore porn?
Probably. I mean, look at the fucking preview picture.
You know what? I'm not gonna judge it that harshly without actually looking at.
Watching just look at your hentai list.
Yeah, I'm not gonna judge it that harshly.
Moving on.
Sports something. Assault Lily Bouquet.
You know, I don't know why I was expecting something from this show and I got nothing.
Yeah, you were the one who said you were gonna watch this.
Yeah, I'll watch it because it's a magical girl show from Shaft. Like, they're the guys who've done Madoka and everything. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be visually pleasing. They probably do something right. Nope. The biggest issue with Assault Lily Bouquet is kind of the same issue with Kimi-sen. Is that you're in a humanity facing imminent destruction as these giant creatures called Huge are destroying everything. Okay. Yet we never really get that feeling because the Huge are rarely used, they're rarely felt threatening, and it's literally just melodrama between Riri, this fucking innocent little girl who's just like, oh, I'm innocent, I love you, you. And you had her former like protege die on her. So now she's broken. It's not good. Moving on.
Dragon Quest Dino Daiboken or Adventure Great Adventure Dragon Quest.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's It's one of those shows you'd see in a cartoon. It's not good.
Yeah, it's a typical shonen. I feel like this one would probably be going on forever kind of thing.
No, it's not a typical shonen because typical shonens now are good.
Now they're good.
Yeah, they used to be bad. Remember when Black Clover first released?
Oh no, when Black Clover released, that was bad. But now
it's actually pretty fucking good.
Naruto, come on, Bleach and stuff like that. Come on.
But no, Dragon Quest isn't good,
back in the day.
It's not good.
No, I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying it's If it was running for like one of those,
Chewie, if it was running for 12 episodes, it'd be as bad as Kami-sama.
If it ran with like a One Piece kind of thing, I'd be like, okay, that's I guess.
14 episodes still. It's episode 14 coming up in a week and 2 days.
Right? Yeah, it's only one cour right now. Yeah.
All right.
I accidentally dragged that one up. Next one, Love Live, Nijigasaki High School Idol Club.
Presentation-wise, I think this is the best Love Live's ever been.
Story-wise, it's almost the same thing.
No, it's even less because it didn't get me to care about the characters at all.
Really?
This is the worst cast of Love Live characters ever.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Like, I barely remember any of their names. I couldn't get hooked on the stories.
I almost clicked on a video. Okay, yeah,
Like, it was just not good enough.
Sad.
Next.
I really did like the Love Live girls.
There's maybe one girl that's good, and the other girl has this like Oni-sama step on me vibe.
Oni-sama. Next, King's Raid, Ishiwo Tsugumomo Tachi. I didn't watch it either. I don't know what the heck this is about. Ang Mundo. Okay, yeah, I don't know what this is about. Next, is The Order a Rabbit?
It is superb. It is everything I wanted in that 5-year wait. It is easily the best season of Is the Order Rabbit.
Nice. I can't believe they have a guy named Kyokawa Motomu voicing Tippy.
Tippy's the best. Don't you dare insult Tippy.
Wait, isn't this the guy that... Oh, this guy's from like a lot of shit. Holy shit.
Yeah, he pretty much just plays old men.
He's in frickin'... Dude, he's in like everything old school here. Oh, he's in Mohoka. Okay, bye. Taiso Samurai or Taiso Samurai, Gymnastic Samurai.
Look, I'm gonna be honest, Chewie. There's like next to nothing I haven't watched left outside of Strike Witches, which was a piece of shit.
Okay, let's just go through them real quick. We did not watch this one, but it's about sports. Maybe try it out. Hypnosis, Mike.
Nope.
Division Rap Battle. I only watched the first couple episodes. I gotta say the rapping was okay, but
you gotta find a way to watch more. Jesus Christ.
I'm not used to Japanese rap, man.
Right,
this entire thing was just Ikemen rap, man. It's just Ikemen rap.
All right, so let's just say that
it's just handsome people rapping.
Nothing left.
Warlords of Sigdrifa.
Nope.
Oh God. Dogeza de Sonnon de Mita. I tried asking in Dogeza. Okay. Magatsu Warheit. Zurst. Okay. God damn. Ochikobore fruit tart. Drop out idle fruit tart.
Just stop.
No, we're gonna go through every single one real quick. Rail Romanesque.
No.
The One Room third season.
God, no.
Strike Witches Road to Berlin. You said it was a piece of shit, right? Okay.
Oh, it's bad.
Okay. Osumatsu-san, the third season.
Nope.
I only watched the first season. A3 season, Autumn and Winter. I don't know what this is about. What is this?
It's an idol show.
Gura Buru. Oh, it's a 4-coma manga. No.
Chewie, why are you reading TV short animes? People do not watch TV short animes.
Otana nya koi no shikata Wakarane. What?
Should I just have a nap?
No, I don't know. D for DJ, first mix. No, my Setsu. I don't know what this is about either.
I don't know either. What the fuck are you talking about?
The cat and dogs. Every day is fun. No.
No.
Tsuki Uta the animation too.
Chewie, for the love of God, just stop.
I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel, I think, here.
Yeah, you are.
All right, well, we didn't watch any of the other ones. Whatever this.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, you want to just call this episode here and then save the Guru Teaches Chewie part for next episode?
I mean, you might as. I mean, we could. So let's just wrap it up then. Basically, for myself, is it okay to Danmachi? Is it okay to pick girls in
It's probably the best show of all that we've seen.
Runner-ups. I say Haikyuu. To the moon. Yep. Haikyuu to the top.
Very strong. I think Higurashi deserves some credit. So does Is the Order Rabbit and Talentless Nana, but everything else of that is probably mediocre piece of shit.
Oh no, Yashahime.
Yeah.
I'd still recommend Yashahime to people.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that's almost not runner up, but still really good show. Golden Kamuy, yeah, maybe, yeah. I'll try out Golden Kamuy.
You have to watch Golden Kamuy season 1 and 2 first.
Yeah, that's a little.
Alrighty.
All right.
So that is the end of the full review. We're actually going to record the winter preview next.
And something else. But hey, thank you for joining us for this episode. You won't be getting that other one till I don't know, next week, the week after this, probably.
Yeah, hopefully Lucas can actually upload on a regular time now. All right, well, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
I eat my shorts.
I'll be right back. Gotta use the washroom.
God, fuck you! You just said that one before I start up.